The descendants of a largely abandoned neighborhood in Oklahoma City, known as Sandtown, claimed they were in the area 5 years before the 1889 land run. The Oklahoman's Brianna Bailey reports Sandtown's founders were 3 black families, some of them Chickasaw freedmen, who are believed to have settled along the banks of the Canadian River in 1884.
These 3 families founded Sandtown, Oklahoma, being located near the Canadian River and the stockyards south of the city. More people began to settle there. They were a proud people, a very proud people, you know, being with an economy like they had. And they survived.
Part of Sandtown can still be seen at Southwest 5th and May Avenue, just south of Interstate 40. Greater Antioch Full Gospel Baptist Church in Oklahoma City still traces its roots to Sandtown. According to official church history, Greater Antioch was founded in a covered wagon in Sandtown in 1884. Some members of Greater Antioch grew up in Sandtown and still recall neighborhood parties and playing baseball with their friends. They describe Sandtown as a proud, close-knit community that looked out for its own.
It was like the community was a family. We played together. We had softball teams. We went to school there, elementary school. It was Carver Elementary.
No matter which house you went to, if your parents wasn't there, it was always someone there that you could get something that you needed from them, whether it was something to eat, a change of clothes, or what have you. It was someone in the neighborhood always had something that you could get from them until your parents got home. And you were always safe. You didn't never feel like you were shined on or set apart from anyone. Everybody was the same, no matter what. It wasn't a horrible place. I mean, people can depict this and depict that, but it wasn't a horrible place to live. We loved where we lived.
Some of Sandtown's history is in dispute. Oklahoma historian Bob Blackburn believes it isn't possible that people settled in the area before the land run of 1889. The land was patrolled by federal troops who would have kicked out any settlers, according to Blackburn.
Troops march out of Fort Reno, arrest them, march them back to Kansas, prosecuted them occasionally, usually just let them go. So any settler who tried to say, this is my land and we're going to build a home here, would have been escorted out. So there were no legal settlers. Secondly, no one would have voluntarily have set up even a temporary camp before that on the banks of the river. You might have stayed there for a week or 2, or depending on the seasons, maybe a little longer. But if you had a home that you wanted to build or a church you wanted to establish, it was going to be on high ground because that river flooded well into the 1920s.
Proud of where we came from.
Exactly.
I don't have a problem with that. We are proud of Sandtown.
It was wonderful. To me, that was the greater part of my life, is living right there in Sandtown.